Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we're checking out a bunch of new models. This is from Tenable Knives. Tenable Knives is KANSEPT's budget line, and this is the Fermi. And it is a clip point, recurved, slight recurved Tonto. Is that a hollow? Ooh, and I think it's got a hollow grind. No, it does not. It is a flat grind. I am wrong. Anyways, the Fermi, yeah, it's a birch tree design. And the blade steel on this guy is 14C28N. That's awesome. That is awesome. Love to see that. Oh, yeah, this thing feels good. Feels really good. Beautiful sharpened plunge grind. Thumb stud action is just phenomenal. Great thumb stud action. Yeah, buddy, this is a good one. This is a good one. The clip, you know, it goes with it. You know, I gotta say, you know, this little guy right here goes, you know, just like the clip, and then also, you know, this kind of, you know, messes with the harpoon. I'm a sucker for a harpoon, by the way. You guys know that. Good access to the lock bar. Ooh, man, that is smooth. That went right past. Luckily, my nail hit it. Typically this thing's going to hit your finger right here, so you don't have to worry about it, but if you hold low, it will come down on you. And it is very, very smooth on the drop. It's not even broken in yet. You can see by the micarta, it's not broken in yet. I haven't sat here and flipped it 100 times. You see what happens with the micarta as you touch it more and more. It just gets darker and darker. This is going to turn into a nice dark forest green. Here, that's what it's going to look. It's going to get darker and darker, kind of like that. As oils, you know, get into it. Man, these thumb studs are nice and big. I love the grippiness of them. This is beautiful sharpened plunge grind, like I said. Secondary tip, it's not going to be the most effective, even though this is a recurve. It's just, it's a slight recurve, so you're going to probably be able to use it. Let me just look. If I was going to get in there. Yeah, I guess you could. You know, it's not going to be crazy good, but this primary tip, while it is relatively high of the center of the pivot, because it does go down quite a bit, you can still get to it, so fairly well. I'll tell you what, this thing will definitely aim at what you're poking at. The great access to that lock bar. The deep carry clip is not reversible, but it is very springy. I like how the liners, the pocket clip, and hardware all match each other. This is a good looking knife. It's not only attractive, it's, you know, it's good. You know, they did a good job with it. And it's so simple. Like, you know, they didn't even add really a chamfer right here or here, but they made the thumb stud just great as far as distance from the scale. So, and the detent is really good. Lock up, solid. Oh yeah, very solid. So, very, very happy with that one. That one's pretty cool. I don't have any complaints. I have zero. Oh, T6s. Is that T6s? That might be T8s, actually. Actually, those are T8s. So, sorry, T8s. So, I can't complain about that. T6s on the clip. I'm going to complain about that. There you go. There's your nitpick. The next one is from Blackbird. Now, these are, well, obviously, two knives, prototypes from Blackbird. And these sheaths, these are Kydex sheaths. The pocket clip does not come on these. It's a different, well, it does come with something, but it's not this one. It comes with a different clip. You can buy these, I believe, off of his site. But anyways, these work really well, by the way. I do like them. I just put them right in the pocket. They're nice and smooth, so you can easily take it in and out of the pocket, or you can literally leave the sheath in and just pop the knife out if you want to. You can choose. So we have a beautiful straight clip point blade. This is a perfectly straight drop down to the tip. Nicely thin and nicely thinly ground. And it's in Magna Cut steel, 63 HRC. And it is it has a beautiful stone wash on both versions. Now this titanium one has the titanium with the carbon fiber. Very, very well done. Slightly contoured. You can't feel that inlay whatsoever. They were, it feels, maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like they were obviously machined together. But, because it is that good. Like, I honestly can close my eyes and I think it's all titanium. I really do. So that makes it very, very comfortable. About $225 for this one. This one's going to be obviously a little less with the G10. But it's obviously a 3.5, I keep saying obviously, it's a 3.5 finger knife. Almost, well, yeah, it's a 4-finger knife. I can get 4 fingers. I'm not gonna, I just got to be tight to that edge, but I can get 4 fingers. And it's not bad. It's actually pretty comfortable, to be honest. But this is just where I see I'm going to use this. I'm using it in the pinch grip. You know, I'm going to be opening things up, you know, whatever. If you needed to break down cardboard or cut a strap or cut a rope or something, you can, no problem. I like how the spine and the scales blend in so well, and then the jimping just comes out of nowhere. I like that. The jimping is good jimping, not super sharp, but it definitely catchy. You can hear it. Same thing on this one. This one is also very, very comfortable with the G10. Very, very smooth G10. As far as, you know, the scales go, obviously these can be removed. I don't know. Man, he wrote me a note, and I should have read it before I started filming this again. I read it before, but I'm not sure, but maybe he'll have other scales. That'd be cool if so, because, you know, you can remove these. And maybe you like to make scales yourself, so this would be cool. Like I said, very thin. My only negative is, and I don't even really want to complain about it too much because I can see he did attempt, but the plunge grind. So the plunge grind starts here and it ends right here. And then from here to here is what the steel you had to remove before you hit the plunge grind. Obviously, you can remove all this steel when you're sharpening. It doesn't matter. But when you're sharpening, if you want to keep it nice and clean and keep the edge looking just like it does, then you don't want to hit back in here because otherwise then it'll just, you know, curl up, right? But that's not that big of a deal, and it looks like you got a couple sharpenings at the very least. This little tiny bit of belly is going to work well for you. Like I said, the pinch grips is where it's at with this thing. It just, this little tiny handle just feels like it just flows with you. And the sheath, not the highest retention. These are prototypes, so maybe it'll be a little bit stronger, but no rattle, no tap. So they're good. Nice push off, great push off point, I should say. And you know, they, like I said, they work really well in the pocket. They're a great size for a pocket knife. So shout out to Blackbird, pretty damn cool. And like I said, those are prototypes. They'll be out very, very soon. By the way, guys, I got that double-edged dagger. Was it the Uranus? I got the double-edged Uranus. You guys, if you guys watch the channel and you pay attention, I recently did an unboxing on the Tonto version of this, and I liked it so much I had to get the double-edged dagger because it just speaks to me a little bit more. It has 2 edges instead of 1. The Tonto looks really mean. It looks aggressive, but I like being able to get to my tip. And this being center with the handle, this is going to be an easy tip to get to or an easy tip to poke with. The handle is so compact and so small, but yet it's still a 4-finger grip. Like it's just big enough to have a big or a nice grip on it. Then the button in action is amazing. Microtech. Maxace does a really good job. Like this has less rattle and tap than a lot of OTFs. And it has a little glass breaker or an attitude adjuster back there. I'm not sure how well that would break glass, but it'd definitely give you, you know, an attitude adjustment. The button or actuator is nice and grippy. Nice thwack. Oh yeah, aluminum scales. This is a titanium inlay. And this is like 80 bucks. I think it's less than that. It's like, because I got a discount for I think $15 off or something like that. So this thing is very affordable. So don't miss out on that. I mean, this thing's awesome. TA hardware all the way around. Deep carry clip that is not reversible. But I don't think that's a big deal. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite OTFs of the year. Maybe not my absolute favorite, but I love the size. I love the action of it. Nice sharpening tool and plunge grinds, or at least decently done. Anyways, the blade steel, I should have said the blade steel on this is 10 CR, 15 MOV, which is why the price is so affordable with the semi-premium materials on the handle, which I think is awesome. I think that's a great idea because these aren't necessarily used for maximum edge retention, and 10 CR does really, really well, by the way. It's a VG10, AUS 10, 10 CR, basically it's all the same thing. Okay, now I got 3 different guys we're gonna check out. First, before we get to the knives, we have a little titanium flashlight, and it does come with extra batteries and, you know, a little water sealer. Nice little packaging and a cool keychain. I actually like these keychains. They are very strong, and it makes it to where you can, you know, tie it into just about anything. You see the little hole right there, but you just twist this and the light turns on. The batteries might be going dead. These batteries were already in here. That's why they sent new batteries. Or maybe they're not. Maybe it just needed to be screwed in all the way. Yeah. Anyways, it's not a bright light, but it's a keychain light, right? It's not supposed to be bright. And with this many batteries, with, what is it, 3 or 4? 3 batteries, typically these last quite a long time when you have just 1 or 2 batteries. So should be pretty good. Let's get to this one next. And this is a little deep hollow ground. I want to call it a dowel blade shape. Yeah, let's call it a dowel. We have a dowel, very deep hollow ground blade. It's only 8 CR, but this is a very slim light duty knife with amazing walk and talk, but we have its big brother here. So don't play around with the little brother because the big brother is going to come out. And he is the exact same, just a big version. As you can see, this is stainless steel, so it's not titanium, but that also keeps the price down significantly. But this geometry is amazing. I wish this was Nitro V14C or something like that because of this damn, look at this geometry. This is damn near Jack Wolf geometry. It actually might be Jack Wolf geometry. It is very, very thin. This would be an amazing utility cutter. It's super slim in the hand, so this isn't something you need to be locking. It probably wouldn't work well with it locking, just because it is so slim. You're not going to want to bear down on this. But damn it, to do with a utility cut to open some stuff up, this is going to be amazing. And wow, did they do a damn good job with this edge. We got to cut something. All right, let's go. Oh my goodness, listen to that. This is like one of my edges. Geometry cuts too, so. That's awesome. That's amazing. Let's look at the little guy real quick. Same. Yeah, they did a really good job with them edges. I don't like 8CR 13 MOV steel, you know, unless if it's, you know, super, super cheap, but these aren't expensive. But I do think that, you know, that Nitro V, 14C, AUS 10, 10CR, VG10, even N690, something is better, you know, than 8CR, just because 8CR, you know, it's so low on the totem pole. And, you know, oh man, this walking, let's just listen to the walk and talk and then we'll get out of here because I love the sharp and control and plunge irons. I actually like these knives a lot. I think they're really cool. You know, I don't expect them to be a high-end knife. I expect this to be literally like a knife. They do make sheaths, by the way. You can get a sheath for these. But I expect this to be, you know, a little knife you tuck in somewhere, you know, tuck in a pouch or something like that. Something just in case if you need a little utility blade. Walk and talk. Something about these makes me like them. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just how smooth these are. Look at how smooth this is. I love it. This guy. I hold on to a lot of knives, and these are so simple. It's just stainless steel and 8CR, but for some reason, man, I'm loving it. I wish they had a clip, because, you know, that's my negative. I wish it had a damn clip, and it's pin construction. Oh, no, it's not. There's a hardware there. It's pinned down here, though. That might be tough, because you can't take it apart, but I don't think you'll ever have to take it apart. It's perfectly centered, both of them. Anyways, not a lot of negatives. I wish there was a clip. I wish it came with a sheath maybe, but you can buy the sheath separately. Yeah, I wish it was in premium materials too. That'd be cool. Titanium and like even a budget steel. Titanium and a budget steel, like 14C and then titanium. That'd be badass. Let's see that, KeyUnity. There you guys go. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.